So where we left off, you had decided to bed down for the night within the entrance to the great mound of Drathrishk with the Lizardfolk that you rescued from the Gnolls. You guys kind of tend to your wounds, the wounds of the Lizardfolk that you rescued, and build a small fire, but keeping vigilant should anything else come out of the night to attack you guys. And as you keep watch, the older Lizardfolk man approaches. Well, who's keeping watch like towards the entrance? I'll ask first. You see Zella and Lily both kind of bed down, exhausted after the battle. But who's up and like watching the door?
Like to the outside?
Yeah. Because imagine just like a hole in the ground sort of entrance, like you walk down into it and you're looking out.
I can do that. I have dark vision.
All right.
Same.
So he walks up to Doza, and he's just kind of this old lizard. Scales are a little ashy and kind of scraggly looking. And he says, "I'm grateful for your help and your intervention in saving my people from those beasts. My name is Soriv, and I'm just curious as to why exactly you're here. Why did you come to help us? The menfolk of the city usually have no interest in our kind, or just treat us cruelly whenever we do see them. You all seem different."
Well, we ain't all of the city. We ain't your normal folk.
Do you play the banjo?
Quite well, thank you.
Oh God.
So you're not from the town. Why are you here at all?
We help our friends.
It's very vague.
We actually ran into one of your people, actually.
Yes, you did mention that, but you say you're from outside, and nobody comes to these swamps unless they absolutely have to. What would bring you?
We kind of got stuck, and we didn't really have much of a choice, so we figured, hey, why not, right? Yay!
We're looking for witches.
In my head, I can hear Lily go, "We are going to be pirates."
No.
More Jenna, less Lily.
So here we are.
Witches, you say?
Really?
Yes.
Did you have to bring that up?
I'm not gonna lie to him.
It wasn't as utilized. Every time we bring up witches, people get upset.
Sorry.
But we're going to get rid of them. They can't be too upset about that.
Once we succeed in that.
I may know of a witch.
Really?
But she's not in league with the others that I know about. But you can't get close to them. There's an ancient tree that they dwell within, full of evil.
Well, the one you know, is she a witch or a druid?
Oh, she's a hag through and through, but she keeps to herself, and she doesn't go out of her way to harm anyone. She's not kind, but she's very reclusive. Her name's Old Meg. She's a small
one hag wolf pack.
Yep. She has a small hut deep within the swamps. Maybe once this is all over, I can point you in that direction. And as you guys sit there kind of talking to this old guy, like you're looking out across the swamps, and you actually see a break in the fog and cloud cover for a moment as the moonlight kind of breaks through the trees and the fog, and it almost looks beautiful. You see like silvery light, and you see it kind of just play across the water that flows around these mounds, and you can hear frogs and nocturnal creatures and insects out there, and it's almost pleasant, aside from being a nasty, rotting swamp. but you can kind of get a slight glimpse into how this place used to be before the Blight came in. And as you're looking there and you look up to this gibbous moon above you, you see a shadow cross it. Looks big.
Oh no.
But it's very, very high up and kind of far away.
Like dragon big?
And as you see the shadow cross,
Didn't answer me.
sort of he says, "Yes, it's. Do you all fear the darkness? Do you feel it crushing the spirit of this place? I mean, these swamps are dangerous to the unwary as it is, but there are worse things out there that hunt the night." And just then, like far, far off to the distance, like way off to the southeast, you can hear a distant howling.
Is it a rodent of unusual size?
It's a capybara, the dreaded giant gerbil.
Maroon grass.
Oh, really? We had to go there?
Only Richard Gere has ever defeated one.
Oh.
So then he says, "You know, my people used to be very strong, very good warriors and shaman. And since the darkness came, and we've faltered since then. And many of the young ones have neglected the old ways, not seeing the point in it, but it's may cause our demise. You know, we live in constant fear of the darkness here. But if you are to defeat it, you must face it, and I can sense great potential in all of you, just waiting to be found and released. Perhaps I can help you find your inner strengths, but it's not for the faint of heart."
Doza is starting to suspect that this dude is a witch.
He reaches to his belt and he pulls out this pouch, and you hear him kind of muttering some sort of like chant or incantation, but it's like a lot of kind of like guttural hisses and growls. Like it's obviously their Lizardfolk language. And
I think he may be a shaman.
he walks over towards the little fire that's not too far away, and as you watch him, he takes this powder out of this pouch. And he says a few more words and kind of waves his hand over this powder and then tosses it into the fire, which immediately just goes boom, big pop. The flames turn green and this blue smoke billows through the tunnel.
Coyote.
You guys begin to choke and cough as this just fills your lungs.
Oh, that burns. That burns the eyes. Burns the eyes.
And then nothing but darkness.
Coyote.
Yep.
Like nothing but darkness, like the fire's gone out, or nothing but darkness, like we've all passed the fuck out.
You've passed the fuck out.
Ah, shit.
We wake up, we're all touching the walls, like, oh.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Raspberries.
So you guys, the three of you wake up. And the first thing you realize is that it's real cold. And as you get your bearings and look around you, you realize that you're high up in a mountain somewhere. There's snow all around you. And right up ahead, against the rock wall, is this entrance to a cave.
Are we still together, or are we all, like, each one of us is separate seeing this?
The three of you are there, but Lily and Zella are not.
God damn, it's cold.
And with that exclamation, your voice echoing off the mountain walls, you start to hear a rumble from far up above.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Run.
Inside.
Yeah, the rumble just turns deafening, and you look up to see this giant cloud of snow just coming at you fast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab Doze's arm and like we're running.
It's good because she's grown up in the forest in the swamp. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm grabbing Doze's arm and like we're running into the cave.
All right. You're not going to run down the mountain, you sure?
Oh yeah, just saying, since I don't have a snowboard with me or anything.
And they can reach speeds of 80 to 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, but you get double XP if you do some sick tricks on some skis or snow.
Yeah, but I didn't bring my
TPK.
snowboard. We were down in the lowlands. I didn't need it, so I didn't bring it.
You don't bring your snowboard to the swamps? What's wrong
I know,
with you?
rich little princess. You'd think I would bring everything, but I thought this one time I would pack lightly.
So only 12 cases instead of.
Yeah. You only needed
I
3
told
covers.
you I should have brought the other 12.
So you dash into this cave entrance, and shortly after, the snow just plummets down to where you guys were just standing, completely covering the entrance to this tunnel that you're now in, bathing the place in darkness. So do you all have dark vision, or just...
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I'm an elf. She's a half elf, and yeah.
Yeah, just making sure. I thought that was the case. So.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
And
We're
this
in a dark fucking tunnel here.
Julie's just gonna be like, have her hands on her knees, just panting, and just like having a small freak out, going,
What is that?
Yeah, it's definitely a harrowing incident, especially just waking up and seeing snow.
Sorry, Brian. It froze on you in like the worst possible moment.
Oh yeah, it's bound to happen. So you find yourself in this pitch black tunnel. It's only about 10 feet wide, and it just goes off into the distance.
This is the easiest dungeon ever.
Yes.
You just go straight.
But you do notice far up ahead, just right past the limits of your dark vision, this small flickering green flame.
Green flame.
Just letting out like this soft light, like barely enough to light the walls around it. But you can see it in the distance.
Growing up in the swamp, I would be familiar with will-o-wisps, so she is not going to trust that green flame.
No.
Does anyone else notice we're 2 companions short here?
Do you think they're in the snow?
All I saw was the 2 of you before I just grabbed your arms and started running. I don't know.
We weren't by any mountains. I have no idea what's going on. No one was there. The snow was undisturbed around us.
It's definitely not undisturbed now.
No.
So we can either try to dig out or see if there's an opening deeper in the cave. I don't know what that light is up ahead. What do you want to do? Cave's pretty big. We've got air for a while if we're trapped.
Doza, do you have any spells where we could dig out?
Not really.
Or we could just dig out.
Do we see any sort of paler light coming through the snow, or is it just deep enough that it blocks everything?
It's deep enough to block out all the light that would have come from the entrance.
So that's not promising to dig.
Yeah.
I feel like it would maybe cave in.
As you like put your hand through the snow behind you, like it's hard packed down to, like, it's just the weight of all the snow that came down is tremendous.
Could you really use Lily right now?
This isn't an optional dungeon. Don't try to escape.
God.
We could, God? We could really use Lily right now. Where are they?
Set?
No. Oh, we could really use Lily right now.
Well, let's make the best of what we can of this.
I hope they're okay.
We can only hope. When I start moving forward, but I will do a perception check, make sure I'm not stepping on any, switch or anything.
You don't want to ask the ranger to check for traps first? No, you're just going to go walking. Okay.
That's right. We have a ranger.
Oh,
Hey, Doza.
Go first.
Oh, why did you?
Yeah, if you want to make a perception check, go ahead and do that.
Lily's the druid. Doza's the ranger.
19.
19.
I'll go with hers.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll definitely go with hers.
As you make your way down the tunnel about halfway, keeping your eye out for, like tiles that may trigger something or trip wires, anything that might be
Little
along
holes in the wall that might shoot out darts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my bow out and an arrow prepped.
You get a little bit closer and you look up towards that little flame again and notice that it's kind of distorted, almost like looking through a pane of thick glass. And you kind of look closer at it and realize that whatever you're looking through is like blocking this entrance, like here.
Oh,
Can I poke it with an arrow?
Oh, don't. Why we gotta poke things?
All right. So you get up close to it.
Well, unless you want to run like an Arcana check or something to sense magic.
You already poked it.
Yep, you poked it with an arrow.
Poke. Anything?
So as you extend your hand with this
I don't like whenever
Arrow
God's
out.
silent like that. It freaks me out.
and touch it, like it kind of gives a little bit.
At least
And
you didn't.
Did
then,
the arrow go through it, or did the arrow
yeah,
like
it pokes right into it just about an inch or so before it moves
A gelatinous cube?
all over you.
God damn it.
Make a dexterity saving
I forgot about them. Son of a bitch.
throw.
God? This is why I say don't poke things. Oh.
That's a 20. Not natural, but a 20 shave.
Yeah, this thing rushes forward, like teetering above you, and you manage to move back. But it is,
I'm just gonna reach forward and like grab Doza and like pull her back towards
yeah. But it doesn't manage to engulf you. So you just barely get out of the way. And Doza, you are first up in combat.
Oh,
son of a
God.
bitch.
Somehow this cube looks like a dragon. It's insane.
We got a generally squizzy looking dragon. Man, I don't have shit.
Yes, you relieved yourself before you went on this spirit journey.
True. I am gonna go ahead and Hunter's Market,
Okay.
and then I had a thought and then I lost it.
And then jump inside of it.
Leap to my doom.
Spare yourself the trouble of fighting it.
Lost my card that had all my stuff written on it.
Uh-oh.
All my pages.
Raggy. Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire!
Well, that's what I was looking. I don't really have anything with fire.
Oh shit.
I have a fire longsword.
There's that. Why don't you give that to her?
And it's vicious.
It is vicious.
I will go ahead and burn a hunter's sense on it so I can learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
Yeah, this is straight up a gelatinous cube. You called it earlier. And it is immune to being blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, or prone.
This is gonna suck. All I have are like pokey, slicey things.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay. Doja, do you want to hold your action?
She,
I used it, but I am going to back the fuck up because she's gonna be like, "What is this shit?"
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'll let you take a slight step away because you'd already, like I said, you backed up a little bit when you dodged, so it's not going to be in range.
Otherwise, I could cast Zone of Truth on the cube.
Yeah, and then you could ask it while you're here, which would be good because it's
How do I
got
defeat you?
tons of secrets.
Yeah, because it can so talk.
Yes. Caden, you are up next.
how wide is this tunnel?
10 feet. It's like a 10 foot by 10 foot tunnel, basically.
So I'll go ahead and do Fighting Spirit and approach it.
All right, you approach it.
And we will go ahead and wacky.
This isn't the time or the place. All right, roll the hit.
My first attack. 17.
17 hits. Definitely hits.
Okay. 6, 13 plus 2, 15 plus 15 normal slashing damage, 1 fire damage.
All right. So 16 points of damage. Not bad.
Okay, and we'll do for my second attack. Which is well over 20.
Yeah, that'll do it. Not a natural 20 though, huh?
No.
Bummer.
3 fire damage and 11 slashing.
Another 14 points of damage. Yeah, you carve into this thing and it smells horrible as this flaming sword pierces this gelatinous thing. Like, it's probably the worst thing you've ever smelled. Are you gonna stay where you're at?
I'm gonna back up a little bit, but I'm gonna stay within melee.
Okay, no problem. All right, Zuli, you are up.
So it can't be deafened, it can't be blinded, it
Can't be charmed.
Can't be knocked prone.
literally we're fighting goddamn Jello.
Yep.
Ugh.
You see
Fine.
pieces of diced fruit stuck within it. Looks delicious.
Yeah.
Couple mini marshmallows.
Yeah, get closer.
Caden backed up, right?
Yeah, to where you could get in there.
I was
Like
about to say, yeah, I'm gonna just walk up to that way. At least I can put my hand on him
Okay.
and cast Heroism, first level.
Ooh, fancy. What does that do?
A really willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spell casting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points of the spell.
Oh shit. Fancy.
So for 1 minute, you are immune. For 1 full minute, you are immune to being frightened, and then you regain 3 temporary hit points at the beginning of each of your turns.
Cool.
Good times.
So I get 3 now or starting next turn?
Starting next turn, you get 3 temporary hit points, and the start of each turn, you get 3 more.
Okay.
And then I will take a step back, and I'm going to pull out my bow and notch an arrow and get ready.
Okay. All right. So now it's Cubert's turn.
Because all my spells are fucking useless against this asshole.
Yep. So he's going to rush up to Caden since he's closest now and make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
All right, you slip out of this way as it tries to engulf you, and it's going to stay where it is at. Doza, you are up.
It just wants to hug you. It just wants to be loved.
All right. I'm going to take a support roll. I'm going to step over next to Zuli and tap her on the shoulder and grant her bark skin.
Ooh.
So your AC can't be below 16 now. And then I'm just going to knock an arrow and be ready to go for my next round.
Okay. Caden, you are up again.
So I gain 3 hit points. We're going to do a double attack. 17 plus, okay, it's well over 20 again for the first attack.
Yep, that'll do it.
Second attack is going to be 15 plus, well over 20 again.
Okay.
So doing 2 attacks. 8 plus 7, that is 15 plus 2, that is 17. Let's do fire damage. Yeah, I already did. So I said 17 slashing, 2 fire damage for the first.
Okay.
Second attack is 3, 10, 12 slashing, 3 fire.
Another 15 points, making short work of this guy. It's if jelly could look bad, it does.
So instead of going blah, 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 it's going blah, blah.
Yeah, it looks like
It's burnt in spots.
yeah, like in the 70s when they would make that big platter of Jello. It's like just expertly carved into a nice mold now. Yeah, it's definitely like lime Jello. It's just not very
What
appealing.
did you do to the apple pie, young man?
We'll just tell your mother we ate it all. Zuli, you are up.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it with an arrow because that's all I've got. Because nothing else I have is effective against this damn thing. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
All right, launch that arrow.
All right.
Using Gideon's dad's bow.
Yeah.
Is that a natural one I hear?
No, it's not a natural one, but it is bad.
That's right. You've got the cool dice.
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Just waiting. Well, I'll put them there, so
I don't like those, though.
they're so fun.
They're bad.
Well, that one is for you. So what'd you roll?
We need good boy, bad boy cards.
Is that really only a 10?
10 hits.
Seriously?
Yep.
It's a cube.
It's a big wall of Jello.
Well, I'm just saying, I rolled that badly that I'm like, really? It's only a 10 with everything.
She at Santa's belly.
You're aiming for the center and managed to clip the corner of it, but you still hit it.
Exactly, because I'm too busy going.
It's about the size of a barn door, so at least you can hit that.
4 piercing.
4 piercing damage. Yeah, and this arrow's just...
If I roll a 2, I still get a 10.
Arrow just sticks right into this thing. Anything else you want to do?
Just trying not to be severely grossed out and
All right.
just gonna notch another arrow and just going, oh, this is so wrong.
So it sounds like that wet slap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whenever it's a fat bastard slapping his belly, that's what it sounds like.
And you just see like
Ballistics
quivering ripples through the jelly. It's pretty nasty. All right, so it's going to move up on Caden again, and this time it's going to try to smack you.
It's trying to give you another hug.
And that is gonna be only a 14, so I'm sure that misses you.
Nope.
Oh, it hits?
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's saying no, it doesn't hit.
Damn it.
my AC is 17.
Goddamn. All right. Doza, you are up again.
All right, this time I'm gonna take a couple shots.
Sweet.
8, 21, and 18 to hit.
Yep. One of your arrows deftly splits Zuli's arrow, and you smirk at her.
7 and 6, so 13 piercing.
Yeah, Zuli's too busy going
Extra.
ew, ew.
With an extra 9 hunter's mark damage.
I thought you said 900 for a second. Like, Jesus, what are you using?
I like this spell.
She's using the million-sided die.
And as that last arrow pierces it, the whole thing just in a splash of goo bursts.
Yep,
And-
Zuli's just backing up going, ew, 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 ew. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
You've killed the gelatinous cube.
That's just so wrong on so many levels. Just so wrong. Oh.
I'm gonna look at you two like, does this happen often in the mountains? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know, but I am just really just I am not liking any of this. None of it.
Well, it's spent, whatever it is. Let's. I'm gonna go ahead and check and see if there's anything in it.
Oh.
Poke it with a flaming sword.
Okay, I thought you were like sticking your hands into the jello. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you do find bits of diced fruit and some marshmallows.
Its name was Ambrosia.
Does anybody have any graham crackers and?
Ew, no. Oh God, I don't like jello. I hate jello.
All
So
right.
much.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get past it, and I'll pick her up and walk over the slime.
Yeah, it's just
Ew.
sticking to your boots with this acrid smell. Just-
Oh, the smell. The smell just makes it worse.
So you reach this flickering little flame.
Okay.
And
Real quick, nobody touch it. Don't poke it.
Doza slowly slides an arrow back at her quiver.
Yeah, you notice that like it's just like this little wall sconce, but there's nothing actually burning in it. This flame just kind of sits above the pan there, and it emits light within like 5 feet. So, but it's just this green flame. It's very strange.
All right, Arcana check.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
I will assist.
Okay.
I've got a detect magic if we need to.
Yeah. 13.
13, like, yeah, it's you sense magic almost everywhere around you.
Oh,
This flame seems to be made of pure magic, and
Do we feel it coming in the air tonight?
you do.
oh, this is just going to be a whole punny run, isn't it? Just
Somewhere off in the distance, you hear.
God. Okay. Oh.
But yeah, beyond this flame, you just see this kind of inky, dark blackness beyond that you can kind of see within just a vast cavern. Like as far as your dark vision can go, like it looks like there's a big room up ahead.
But no more lights inside the room that we can see.
Correct. You just see blackness. Well, I guess gray.
Gray, yeah.
But
This is
listening,
a mounted sconce, not like a torch or a
Yeah.
lantern.
yeah, it's just like a sconce sticking out of the wall, but it doesn't appear to be burning off of anything.
But it's not something you could remove and
Nope, it's attached to the wall itself. So,
Quick question, y'all. I can do something, but if there's anything in there, it's going to let us know. It's going to let it know that we're here.
What are you thinking?
Find me a rock. I know a light spell.
Are you going to cast a light spell on it and throw it in the room?
Worth a shot.
Now remember, you can see it's just kind of black and white dim light throughout this place for about 60 feet. So
Are you wanting just cast a light spell on a rock and then throw it as far as you can?
That's the idea.
Why don't you do that to an arrow? Then we could shoot it across and get much further.
Good point. Doza, notch an arrow for me.
I feel like Jurassic Park when they throw the flare in front of the T-Rex.
This is going to be bad on so many levels.
On the count of 3, I will cast light cantrip on the arrow, and you release.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
all right, so you cast light and you see this glow, and this arrow shoots across and kind of hits something like a stone. It almost looks like around about here, we'll say. So I'll make this all glowy.
What's the amount of light that it gives off?
It's like what, 20 feet?
It has bright light and 20-foot radius, and dim light an additional 20 foot. The light can be colored as you like. I'm just doing white light.
All right, so we'll say we've got this white light in this area about here. The rest is all dim around that. But you can see very well now around where that hit. But she just managed to tag this stalagmite on the ground. And around it, you see several other ones. And up above you, you can see this very high ceiling with stalactites hanging down, water dripping and echoing throughout this cavern. And just within the reach of the dim light radius from your spell, something twinkles right about here.
This was a video game, that would be something of, ooh, loot! But this is D&D, which means, ooh, death!
Yeah, just this.
Is it the twinkle off an eyeball or a gem?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, pretty good perception.
Come on, Luz!
Non-natural 20.
Hey!
Yeah, you know kind of like the reflective gleam of metal, something metallic seems to be attached to that stalagmite up there.
Something shiny?
Yes.
They're hiding metal in there. There's gold in them there hills.
Yeah, I was about to say, she beat me to it.
You run up and stake a claim.
From where I can see with the light and stuff, is the ground pretty even, or is it sloping? Is there water? What kind of terrain do we have?
Especially since we hear water dripping from the stalactites above our heads.
Yeah, it's definitely like an active cave, but the ground is fairly flat. Just kind of a little bit of mud, some puddles, but nothing. There's not difficult terrain or anything.
Okay, so it's not like covered in guano all the way.
That was going to be my follow-up.
Yeah, it's just dripping and a little bit of mud.
Okay.
And it's not like it's downward sloping to a chasm or something.
No, not as far as you can tell. But with your perception check, Doza, you also notice that some of these stalagmites don't look right. They almost look like statues of some sort. Like statues that have been like grown over from the constant dripping from these caves.
No, it's just a light cantrip.
So you see like the statue's figure with all this kind of like mineral buildup on top of it.
All right.
As if they've been there for years and years.
I'm gonna
ask you two about that.
Yeah. I really want some more light in here because that's a little disturbing.
So aim past that pillar.
Off to the side where like those that row is down there at the bottom.
Okay.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do the same thing again with the light spell. As it leaves, I touch the arrow.
All right, you touch the arrow, I will say she.
It's a touch spell.
Yeah, so we'll call this guy here. And it's a lot brighter now. And you definitely notice some features along some of those stalagmites that look almost like the Lizardfolk, as if they were made of stone. And far to the base of the cave, you see kind of a shadowy crevice down here.
Great. So these are not stalagmites. They're statues?
And why would cold-blooded creatures want to come to the fucking snow?
And this
Question.
thing is glinting just a little bit more.
Quick question.
Sure.
Oh, hold up. Do any of you remember how we got here?
Nope.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
no
what
clue.
led up to us being here? Either of you.
The peyote smoke. Oh, Lord.
I'm so high. Just then, a man-sized towel appears next to you. Don't forget to bring a towel.
Bob said, Mr. Hanky pops out of nowhere. Howdy ho! It's like, okay. If this place is full of lizard folk,
And he said he was going to teach us how to face the darkness if we had the will to do it.
if these are failures,
Don't fail. It's a bad idea.
you are not funny. Remember, you're the stoic one, not the funny one. I'm the funny one.
Let's go check this cave out and find out what that shiny thing is.
Oh, fuck.
I'll start making along the side, the top side. If you're looking at the map,
Oh, so away from where we sent the lights?
yeah,
Away from the crevice.
You're going to stay up here,
yeah.
Yeah. Away from the crevasse.
kind of right up against the wall, just keeping your back to it. All three of you going the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting left alone in this maze of statues.
Yeah, no. Now that we know that they're statues and now that we've put two and two together, that, yeah.
Yeah, so you start to make your way around. And yeah, it's very quiet.
Perception check, movement, or anything along those lines. And can I see the shiny thing any better?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that. Oh, what are you doing? You see a bunny?
Plus 14.
14. Yeah, it seems to be some kind of thin metallic object that could fit within a hand. And you notice that there appears to be some sort of hand-like shape on this statue that you're looking at. And it's one of those lizard folk statues that has just been grown over by mineral deposits dripping from the roof of the cave.
Does it seem like it was an edged handheld something or a rod like handheld something?
That's what I was about to ask.
Just a small metal thing.
A wand like small metal thing?
No.
Dang.
Fuck. We're going to have to
It's a car antenna.
Careful, those things hurt when they're used as a switch.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess the three of us will keep slowly inching our way along the wall to see if we can get a better view of it. All
Does our ranger see any traps?
Aside from the one I just put you on?
what?
I'm just kidding.
Damn you, God! Damn
Yeah, I
you!
haven't specifically cast it because it's a second level spell.
Save it.
Yeah, and as you guys get to this other end, you notice,
Not another crevasse.
yeah, another kind of dark crevice that goes off this way.
That I think I can do something about. I need this book though.
You Hulk out and break through the wall.
Alright. Can I get a
No,
better
but I could set a trap of my own.
Ooh.
Shit.
All right.
While she's doing that, can I get a Can I see that thing better now?
Yeah, kind of like you're looking towards the lights that you cast now, so you're, like you can kind of see it and you're at a weird angle, but if you want to roll for it, I'll let you.
Okay, because I'm hoping now, like the shadow, like will show like what it is.
Sure.
God damn it! Okay, you are going into dice jail. That's where you're going. I'm not using you anymore. You've been shit.
Not a good roll, huh?
8.
You forget which stalagmite you're looking for, and you.
I knew it.
Like you're studying this one intently. Like I don't see anything metal.
Ah, fuck.
You want me to go check it out?
Well, I want you to do I want you to roll to see if you can see what the hell it is before we go walking up to it. As I spit on everything. Good God. Okay, let's try that one again.
Well, I'm gonna full forfeit and see how
Shut up, ass.
Suffer and succotash.
Oh, yeah.
Another 14.
You walk up to it, or
No, a perception check.
Okay.
If I don't see anything, I'm gonna check with Doza going, hey, I'm gonna go check this out. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can tell that it looks gold in color, and it's something that will fit like in the palm of your hand, basically.
I will go ahead and approach it cautiously.
Okay. Are you gonna go like here, or are you gonna be like there?
Right.
Yeah. Backside of it.
Back side of it. You're gonna give this lizard a reach around.
I'm gonna examine it before I touch anything.
Go all Deadpool. Go all Deadpool. Do it.
Because I was taught by my gunny, if it doesn't look right, smell right, taste right, don't do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that again.
9?
Yeah, you're not quite sure. Like it looks like the stone hand is kind of wrapped around this object, and you're just seeing a piece of it glinting. But like maybe you could probably bust this thing out of that if you wanted to. And as you're staring intently at it, like trying to figure out like what this could possibly be, like why are these statues here?
It moves.
No.
It doesn't, but something lands right fucking behind you.
I knew it. Look up.
And I did miss, but it looks like this nasty, almost slug-like thing, but not slimy, but it's got some fucked up teeth and big eyes, and it just landed right behind you.
Ew, slugs. Ew.
Now, this is a cave-dwelling creature, right?
Yep. And it tried to drop from the ceiling behind you.
Does it have any eyes?
It does have eyes, yes.
Are you thinking what I think? Are you going to try and Three Stooges it?
No.
I was waiting
now.
I'm going to poke it in its eyes.
So
Light it up.
Go ahead and do our...
Zuli, you are up in this initiative, and you see this thing just go plop right behind him.
Oh, shit.
Do not roll a fucking 1.
I haven't even chosen what the fuck I'm going to do.
Roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1.
Shut up, God.
Dismemberment. Lose
Oh.
I mean, we've got crit
Like,
stealth is a good one.
Lose your voice.
My
Little Mermaid
God.
style.
Hit ally is a good one. Crit ally is another one.
No, I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay.
You whisper a dissonant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, you say?
Yeah.
Well, these things are not wise. That's a natural 9 minus 2, 7.
Yay.
You said these things.
Yep.
Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
these
Fuck,
creatures.
fuck.
So,
All right.
so you whisper sweetly to it, and what kind of damage are we looking at?
Okay. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Shit.
Immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as fire or a pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. But
So roll that damage.
5, 7,
11.
11 psychic damage.
Ooh.
And it has to run away. It's full movement.
Its full movement is 5 feet. As it just kind of like flops in a weird way.
Its full speed is 5 feet.
Sure is.
So it just drops from the ceiling.
Yep.
The other thing I'm going to do is on my turn is look up.
Okay. Make a perception check.
You're going to dice jail too. Okay.
Is that 2? 5?
5. Yeah, you see.
No, it's 9 altogether, but
She looks
Yeah.
like water drips in her eyes.
Yeah, like you just see more stalactites hanging from the ceiling, basically.
I'm backing up against the wall and I'm still looking up. I'm like, fuck.
Get back up there. All right, Caden, you are up and you see this nasty thing.
That is trying to move as far away as it can.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
Yeah, 16 will hit.
5 plus 12. 14 slashing and 4 fire damage.
14 slashing and 4 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. It's still there?
You just unceremoniously walk up to this slow fleeing creature and look at it in disgust and just plunge your sword straight through it, and it dies.
Oh, shit.
I will look up.
I just wanted it away from us. Asking a question.
It fucking tried to drop on me. No.
Okay.
It moved into the personal space bubble.
Yep. So you look up and
Perception of, well, we'll go with my passive since it's the same, of 10. Do I see anything?
with a 10, you see stalactites up there.
You really got one better than me. Come on.
I will look up to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is a 16.
16. You notice. I'll use a different color here to represent it. I think I'll use green. You noticed a series of stalactites kind of all around this guy. And let's say one there. Like, they don't seem to fit with kind of the random pattern of how things would grow, and those ones are not dripping water. But they look like all the others.
We got weirdos up top.
10-4, good buddy.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and give the statue in front of me a good poke with the sword to see if it's really a statue.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Boop.
12.
12. You hit it, and it just like reverberates up your arm, kind of jarring you a little bit. But you take a chunk out of the stone and see that it's definitely stone.
We don't have stone shape, anybody?
I'm going to go ahead and try to get that gold thing out without walking underneath the stalactites.
Okay, so
You are going to do a reach around.
Are we worried about that crevice towards the back?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I shouldn't set down like a snare or a cordon of arrows just to keep our backs protected while we're at it.
Here.
Yeah.
Do a snare.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I put down some rope.
Yeah, just in case these things call for reinforcements.
And just kind of like right around this narrowing thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We got just kind of a tripwire. Are you putting anything else with it?
Oh, tripwire would be
Like
nice.
Wile E.
You
Coyote.
use the rope to create a circle with a 5-foot radius on the ground or floor. When you finish casting, the rope disappears and the circle becomes a magic trap.
Oh, cool. So I'll put that right about there.
The trap triggers when a small, medium, or large creature moves onto the ground or floor. The creature must succeed on a dex saving throw or be magically hoisted into the air.
Oh, cool. All right, Caden, make a sleight of hand check, I'll say.
For your reach around.
Yep.
11.
11, you get your hands on this object and you feel cold metal. And now make a strength check to see if you can dislodge it.
Non-natural 20.
Yeah, you yank it right out of there, taking the thumb and a couple fingers off this
Oh, shit.
hand. And
Sorry.
you now have a gold key in your hand.
I've got the golden ticket.
Oh, fuck.
Do-do-do-do-do.
All right.
Where's my candy bar?
You examine this thing and hold it up to the light, looking at it.
And you're going to try
And
to bite out of it and see if it's real gold?
Cornelius.
and you hear a noise, and entering your pool of light over here is a big, kind of man-sized lizard-like creature on all fours creeping out of that side passage.
Damn
It's bad. It's real bad, guys.
Arrows.
Got it.
And it's kind of slinking through the series of what you now know are Lizardfolk statues around the entrance to this crevice it came out of, and it's sniffing the air and looking for you.
Distance from us?
Wait a minute. It's in the air and looking for us?
Yeah, because I mean, there's bright light like right there. There's statues. You're kind of back towards the back. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. About
What kind of
35 feet.
knowledge check would we need to identify it?
Maybe survival, nature, dungeoneering. I don't know.
Survival. Where's my nature? Okay, so survival, that's a 16. If that'll work.
16. That's pretty good. So you kind of, get a good look at this thing, and it's fucked up looking. You see these big spines all over its back. It's just kind of like a reptilian, like, built of just thick muscle, and it has 8 legs. Its eyes kind of glow with this kind of smoky green light as it sweeps around the passage. And you kind of think back to maybe things you've heard about in tales, and you know that this thing is a basilisk.
God, that's what I really didn't want to hear.
Yeah. All right.
Then you see letters on the wall behind you that says the Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Yes.
Yep.
So if it bites you, you're going to turn to stone.
If it looks at you, like if you meet eyes.
And Doza, it is your turn.
All right, Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's
My bonus.
Mark. All right.
And then okay, I am gonna shift down in reference to the way I'm looking at the map.
Sorry, I moved the wrong pawn there. So you're gonna move.
Yeah. So I've got to. Well, not that close. I just want a clear shot around those.
Okay. Okay. You don't want to dash? You sure?
No. But I'm going to use Zephyr Strike.
Oh, what is that?
I move like the wind. Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay,
Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn.
Holy shit.
That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
God damn.
Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Shit.
Okay, so with my 2 shots, I will use advantage.
Okay.
Which is good, because that one sucked.
Flopping. That was a word.
So the first one is an 18.
An 18 hits.
And the second, 5, I think that's a 5, is a 23.
Second is a 23. That hits as well.
Okay, so 4 and 7 for 11. 14 with plus 3. 2 hunter's mark. So 16, and then an extra 1d8 force damage.
16.
With an extra 7 force damage.
Ooh. Nice.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Alrighty. Well, it is now its turn. What do I want to do? Okay.
Oh, I'm going to duck my face down. I'm just going to listen.
Avert your eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, getting hit, he's going to let out this roar and start to come around. And as he does, he looks towards Caden, seeing this other figure there. And Caden, as you lock eyes with this creature, make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, I'm glad I got good constitution.
Yes.
8.
Shit.
You start to turn to stone.
God damn it.
Your feet are heavy, and the stone is slowly creeping up your ankles to your knees, but you're not completely petrified yet, but you are effectively restrained.
Petrifying.
Yeah, so at the end of your next turn, you can repeat that
Electrified.
saving throw. So, and that is going, let's see, I already moved. So, Zuli, you are up.
All right. I am going to run to Caden.
All right, you run to Caden, seeing his feet getting all fucked up.
Yep. And God damn it. All right. That just
Look the
fucked up
creature
my whole
directly
plan. Shit. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go for this because what I was gonna do isn't gonna work. Crap, and I can't see. Okay. We're gonna do Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay. What's my what do I roll to save that?
Bear, read it.
Creature of your choice.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta get these out and get my glasses on.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
I don't know what her spell DC is.
Well, I rolled a 1, so we're going to call that a fail.
Is it named?
Okay.
No.
What's its intelligence?
Its intelligence?
Yeah, what's its intelligence score?
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah,
Yes, there is.
it's not effective on
Is it
mindless
higher
things.
than, is its intelligence higher than 4?
No. So the spell doesn't do anything?
A creature with intelligence of 4 or less isn't effective.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nothing happens.
God damn it.
You try to tell a joke to an ugly ass lizard and it just doesn't get it. So if that's going to be her turn.
That probably means it's not smart enough for me to speak with animals either. You don't want to do this, fella.
So, Caden, it is your turn, and your feet are turning to stone.
I will cast Lester Restoration to stop.
Oh, good. I was holding that for you.
Same.
Can I do that as a bonus? No, it's a level 2.
I was hoping to distract the thing and then do it.
You can touch a creature or can end either one disease or one condition affecting it.
The conditions can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Oh, so I can't use it.
Nope, does nothing if you cast that. So
I will go ahead and, since my feet are already planted.
yeah, like I mean, you could move, but you're lifting stones. Like you're not going to be able to get
I'm going
up to
to throw my javelin of lightning at it.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh,
You could fall from the ceiling.
over here.
And that's a dexterity, right?
Yes, you had your dex to that.
And it's a weapon, so I'm proficient. So that would be 21 to hit.
Are you still looking at this thing, or are you averting your gaze? Because it's still looking at you.
If you're looking at it, you have to make a save, otherwise you're completely petrified.
I'll do it at disadvantage because I'm not looking directly at it.
That's what I'm going for. So, disadvantage.
You want to go higher than what I had?
What did you have the first time?
21. I can go at 24.
I'll give it to you. You hit.
I don't think God likes you right now.
Why not just make it a natural 20? We'll roll with some. No. All right. So, what do you do to this
Fighter,
thing?
and that's 19.
19 damage or?
No. Crit is 19.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
How about it?
4d6. And I read. Did I reroll ones?
You have the luck feat?
No, not that I know of.
We're not doing exploding dice.
Yeah, you didn't do an actual crit, so.
Yeah. 8 points of lightning damage.
8 points of lightning just zaps this fucking. Lets out this nasty roar as there's this burst of crackling lightning as the javelin strikes it, and it's pissed. And make your Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you managed to like grit your teeth and just start stomping your stony feet, and you managed to break through the stone. It just kind of crumbles right off of you, and you're okay.
Literally brute forced it.
Yeah, you managed to bust out of that, so you were no longer restrained.
Yeah, not even a strength of will. You just brute forced your ass out of there.
Don't like rocks.
I will go ahead and stand in front of my lady.
Okay. And Doza, it is your turn now.
Oh. Bum. I'm gonna save my spells, and we're just going to shoot twice.
Shoot.
22
Hit.
and 15.
Just hits.
Hoo-hoo. 8. 16 with 16 regular, 7 hunter's mark.
God damn. While it's roaring and distracted from this lightning, you manage to put your arrows, one in its neck, one through its eye, piercing the brain, and you kill it.
Oofed.
and it's just like in its death throes, twitching at the ground, clawing it with its 8 nasty legs, and the light in its eyes dims out.
I'm gonna slowly approach.
I will go retrieve my lightning javelin.
Okay, so you guys walk over.
And carefully loot that Songon.
Why'd you roll?
Yeah.
Lucy, what's your AC?
14.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Right on top of your heads. Plop, plop.
Mother trucker.
And that is going to be...
There weren't any green circles there.
I know, you didn't see those guys.
God damn it.
God damn it.
So, and that is 30 feet. So it's going to be... We'll go with Caden first. 11 piercing damage as that thing lands on top of you, and it feels like a fucking rock just went through your shoulder. And Doza, you get 8 points of piercing damage as it lands on you as well. And
I have my lightning javelin back, right?
you had just started to walk up to it when they dropped on top of you. So, Zuli, it is your turn, and you see this thing. What do you do?
What do you do?
I don't know.
Shoot an arrow. Just don't shoot us.
Natural one.
Shut up, it wasn't a natural one.
Damn
It's a
it.
natural 3 plus her ability.
3, 6. Hold on. So it's 11 to hit.
That's a miss, unfortunately. Caden, this thing, you're bleeding a little bit from where this nasty slug creature just fell from the ceiling, and you notice that it looks just like stalagmites.
And
Yeah,
I'm
stalactites.
upset, and the fighting spirit takes me.
Okay.
So 17 and a 19.
Both of them hit.
No, fighting spirit. That's the first roll.
Oh, okay. So your 19, is that a crit then?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fighter. When does that take effect?
That's with your vicious sword, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Fucking roll to confirm that crit. Lucy, just for your knowledge, we're playing it like GCP does, where you roll to confirm, etc. And then if you don't confirm, you get exploding dice.
13
All right.
plus 8, so that would be 21.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see what you get. Stun opponent for 1 round. So you get to do normal damage, and it loses its next attack.
Sweet.
Okay.
So you don't roll crit damage, just regular damage.
Do I still get the plus the vicious damage though?
I'll give you the vicious damage. You're just not going to double
not
the damage.
crit
So additional 7.
Yeah.
So 3, 7, that's 10. Plus 2, that's 12. Plus 7 is 19. Plus 1 is for fire damage. Is 20 points of damage on my first hit.
Fuck.
Is it still up?
Yep, barely.
Gosh darn.
Screaming in agony, blood flying everywhere. The smell of burnt creature.
Second strike.
17.
17 hits, and don't even bother rolling because you do 800 damage anyway. It is dead as shit. Doza, you are up, and this thing hit you pretty hard.
I'm gonna whirl Bump my
Roll.
hunter's mark over.
Okay.
You shoot it.
And you shoot it.
That first one's a miss. The second one, however, is a 27.
27 hits. Jesus Christ, you guys hit hard.
19 on the die.
God damn.
So 10
That is 3
or
put into dice jail.
12 total damage.
12 total damage. Yeah, it just screams as your arrows pierce it, but it's still kicking. Still kicking, and it is going to be its turn. Sorry, let me find it. What does he do? Yeah, he's in intense pain, and he's going to move up the wall and begin to climb it, but he can only move about 5 feet, so he's at the base of the wall. These are the most bullshit creatures I've ever seen. Zuli, you see this thing trying to get away.
All right. I'm going to yell at Doza to duck.
Which I do.
Quack.
And I'm
There's
going
no ducks in this cave.
to take a shot at this asshole.
Just then, a giant mallard comes through the other entrance.
Dark
What
ring.
the hell?
What's you roll?
12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Give me one. Give me that. Give me the dice tray. Give me.
You notice you never use my good dice, right?
All the dice. I've just put 4 dice in dice jail.
Wow, that's a
You need to
bad
start
day.
smudging or something.
Yep. Caden, you are up again, and you see that thing trying to get away.
Where is my lightning javelin?
Still stuck in the basilisk. You can
I
reach it.
pull it out and I throw it at that fucker.
All right, make your ranged attack.
Of course, I step to the side so I don't hit my buddy.
Well, she is
Yeah,
ducked.
you throw it
I'm down.
straight into Doza's back. Yeah, she's already
She's
ducked.
already ducked though. So
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, Brian?
What'd you get?
20.
Fuck yeah. Let's confirm that.
7 plus 5. 12. So not confirmed.
Not confirmed, but you can double your die and get your exploding dice.
Okay, so if I roll a 6 on these 4d6s.
You can keep on rolling.
Nope,
Not exploding?
not exploding.
Okay.
8, 10, 15.
Fucking. Yeah, you nail this thing like you've been in track and field all your life. Javelin just straight through its eye, and it is.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Well, it's dead anyways. I could have rolled
yeah.
again.
Just
Crackle,
Oh,
crackle,
yeah.
crackle.
Yeah, it is. It is dead as shit. Just
So another 15 points of damage.
and the wall behind it splits. Like, damn.
I think I'm gonna start walking around instead of with an arrow knocked, but with my spear up above my head just in case anything else falls.
Get an old German World War I helmet with a big spike on it,
Yup.
just in case.
Since you've already moved things, we looted. So
Yeah, you don't find any treasure.
Was
Oh,
it
yeah.
friendship the whole time?
Yeah, the treasure was inside you all along, and the treasure is
oh
each
god! Don't give me that Disney bullshit.
each other's company.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we're fucked.
I was going to do fucking saw and start cutting into somebody.
Well, Doza's right next to you.
Oh god.
So now what do? You've killed some things, and you see that there's that crevice that the basilisk came out of here, and then the one that you trapped over there.
Question.
Yes.
Doza, how bad did it hurt you?
It felt like an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10 drop.
No, I mean number wise.
8.
She was
Okay.
being
He was
clever.
being funny.
For like an 8 damage.
I walked past you and put my hand on you and cast healing hand and grant you 6 health.
Hoo, I like that.
Fancy.
Back up to 40.
I'm so glad you're pretty.
Kind of regroup.
Well,
Yeah, and you're definitely like looking up, being more vigilant, and you do see that like over here was another one. There were.
Okay.
This is
So
a
you-
bad fucking ceiling.
Start oh shit! Can we even reach the ceiling with our arrows from here?
You can, but like honestly, make some kind of check for me. Like survival or something.
You finally rolled good.
I know.
Yeah, I like my red. die.
Non-natural 20.
Yeah, like from your observations within these battles and seeing how it could barely move, but it could climb walls and it didn't immediately attack after it dropped. Like you get the impression that the only times these things do anything is if you stand directly below them. That's basically what'll happen. So if you guys just avoid them and walk away, like you're fine.
So they're attack
They're
of opportunity.
jugulars.
That's it.
Yeah, they're just ambush predators, basically.
Okay, so
Okay.
well, since we've got a trap guarding our back, and we've got Light to go check out those statues, and we're pretty sure we know why those lizard folk are statues is because that dead, smelly thing right there. Let's go check out its lair.
Oh, do we have to?
You
Go.
Oh, all right.
Wherever a keyhole is.
Yes.
Can I locate object for
Forge, get
keyhole?
out of here.
where the thrush knocks and the first light, you'll find a keyhole.
God.
Well, you don't like that?
Mm-mm.
So I'm gonna go check in with the while looking above, make sure I'm not walking underneath these fucking sharp things.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
check out the
blow-
statues, see if there's anything of value on the statues.
just nothing. Everything that could have been valuable once is just solid stone. As you approach the lair and look into it, like you see what appear to be the remnants of some of those statues. Like you can make out a foot and maybe a tail, maybe a head here and there, but it looks to have been gnawed upon. And with
Gross.
Doza's knowledge of basilisk lore from earlier, like what they do is they petrify you and then they eat the stone.
Rock biter.
So instead of like a lair full of bones, it's a lair full of broken statues, basically, where it's been. But you don't find anything valuable.
Is it empty?
Yeah, I mean, aside from just rubble, like, and it only goes back about 15 feet or so, and it's just solid wall.
So Doza, can you show us where you put that little rope thingy so I don't end up in the air?
God damn it! I was hoping you'd forget about that.
You drew it.
Oh, that's right. It is over there.
Yeah, so
I
I
don't know
will
what you're
kinda-
talking about.
Move the camera.
I will indicate where the snare is.
Okay, you push him right into it, and he is suspended magically. Yeah, so you've got that other little tunnel, and with your ability to see in dim light, like it gets pretty narrow. Like it narrows down to about 3 feet wide or so, and it seems to twist about 10 feet back. So it's a tight squeeze getting in.
Do
Do you want to go grab a rock and do a light spell and just kind of reach your arm in and throw it around the corner?
Well, what I was going to do is crawl there with the lightning javelin in front of me, so if anything runs into me and tries to get me,
The other thing with your vicious sword, since it has that flame effect, like that also functions as a torch.
Oh,
yeah, that's something on the description there. I was reading up on it again the other day. So if you hold that out, like you can see pretty well. So do we want to take a break before I send you to your death?
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Thanks,
I
guys.
mean, down the tunnel.
Mm-hmm. You gotta love whenever God decides to talk to us. It's always such a warm and wonderful feeling.
be back in a few.
Yeah, I'll go smoke. I'll have another map to draw. It's exciting. a look.
Go.
How the fuck did I make this one? All right.
Justin is the key master.
Are you the gatekeeper?
We have to find what's his face. Oh, I can't think of the actor's name. Rick Moranis now.
And this one's a little more complicated.
I'm a little worried about whatever you're drawing.
You should be.
Godcast TPK.
Yes. And I will remind you that if I do kill all of you, it's clearly Jenna's fault.
Yes.
Great.
So, Caden's squeezing in there first. Who's behind him?
I'm going to be right behind him.
Right behind him. And you guys, like, you have to just kind of slide sideways, kind of pressed up against the rock. You hold your sword out in front of you, casting light. And as you turn that first bend, like, kind of above your head, flickering faintly, is another one of those weird little flames coming from the ceiling, you know, and it's not close enough to where it's going to catch your hair on fire or anything, but it's casting a little bit of light. And you continue to crawl and realize you're, like, it's not just a straight up and down tunnel after that first curve. Like, at some points you're sliding, like, almost on your belly or on your back as it seems to go downwards, and almost like a spiral, just twists and turns, and you feel yourself descending, and like you just feel the weight of these rocks all around you in these close quarters, and it's got to be a little claustrophobic, you know, not knowing where you're headed or what's going on. And
Good thing I'm not claustrophobic.
Into the bowels of the earth.
yes, deeper and deeper you go, and it just seems like you're sliding along for, you know, like you lose track of time. It's just
Good thing I like
your
blood.
nerves are probably getting frayed because it's just so narrow and you don't know where it's going to spit you out. And then, Caden, you see a very bright light up ahead as you round the last bend and come to the edge of the tunnel. And you step out of it into a room. And this room is made of just gorgeous blocks of white marble. And it is lit like daylight.
Did we walk into a temple?
There's a fried egg in the middle. Kind of looks like an air hockey table.
There's, you know, you see a mystical hand frying bacon, and it makes it into a smiley face. No, but As you glance around this room, you notice in the center there is a small shaft of sunlight piercing through the top of this room that is made out of, like I said, marble blocks. It's no longer rough cave walls. And that light is basically filling a large brass bowl, just gleaming from the sunlight. And it appears to be on some kind of like pedestal or plinth. And you notice scattered around the room, there are several other little brass plates along the walls and on other pedestals where, around the floor. And at the far end, you see what looks to be like a carved stone archway. And it's kind of a dead end there, but you see another one of those brass plates in the middle of that archway.
I've seen this movie. Well, shit, fire and save matches.
So we've got to turn these little things and make the light go into the brass.
You got it.
You want to check for traps for us, please, if you don't mind, Doza?
Yes.
All right, so you all squeeze into this room, and yeah, it's almost blinding from how bright it is.
Let me find the text to be sure. EFG.
How big's the hole where the sun's coming through?
It's probably about maybe 8 inches round. Like not big enough to really do anything with.
I find traps within 120 feet range.
Yeah, you don't sense any kind of trap in here,
Hi, home.
but you do.
Hi to everybody.
You know they're not traps, but you can see on some of these plinths that they and on the walls like there is some sort of like pivoting mechanisms beneath these, so you can turn these things.
Luigi wants to say. Can you say hi? Yeah.
So, do you all want to try to turn some of these things, and I'll turn the center one and see if we can get any light to reflect into the archway, or do you want to hang back and let me try?
I say we each. Well, hold on.
It depends on where we start. If we start just moving a bunch of them around.
No, hold on. Because I mean,
I've got a better idea.
no.
Get me within 60 feet of the other, the middle arch, or of the archway, since it's daylight, right?
It is daylight.
I can cast a daylight spell on the far one.
Go for it.
How about it? We can try it.
Am I within 60 feet of the archway?
Yep, the room itself is 60 feet. So
I will cast daylight on the last, or the archway brass thing.
okay, you cast daylight on it, and it is lit up like it's day. Nothing happens.
Well, let's go turn the knobbies in. Don't touch me!
All right.
I planned for your magics.
So,
You can feel the heat reflecting off this bowl.
but the bowl is movable. Like we can turn it so it reflects the light wherever we need it,
Or is
correct?
the pedestal movable?
Yeah, you can move the bowl. It's on
Alright.
just kind of like a weird little pivoting thing, so you can angle it pretty much any direction.
All right. I'll take the one here next to it. Doza, do you want to go to the one 3 up from the top right corner?
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
So you stand here, you go there. Okay.
I do as I'm told.
Am I shining towards you or towards?
Well, we're gonna try Doza first and just shine it straight at her, and then she can turn to shine hers towards
the archway.
the arch.
All right. So you pivot this bowl, reflecting this light, and it goes and hits there. And as soon as it hits that light, like you hear a click, and then suddenly a slab appears here. It just kind of raises up from the ground itself, and you hear just like this scratching noise of stone on stone as throughout the room, more of them appear.
How many are raising?
A
Just
lot.
the two?
Nope. I just have to reference my map here.
Oh, it's gonna make us do it the hard way.
Why would you think anything less of me?
Fuck. All right.
And then I've got this one here. Just kind of marble on marble grinding, and it's very unpleasant and loud to your ears.
Mm-hmm. Especially since all three of us have really, really acute hearing. This is absolutely...
Yeah, and it's just deafening.
So it can't line up with. It can
Yeah.
shine back, but it can't shine forward at all. It can hit the one directly across from it.
Actually, hold up. Stay where you are, Doza, because I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to walk around to the one right around to the front of the pillar in front of me.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell at Caden to turn the mirror towards me.
All right. You turn the mirror. You get to it, and it shines on it, but you don't hear any kind of mechanical click like you did that first time.
Okay. So now I am going to turn it to see if I can catch the edge of the one in the archway.
All right. You try to turn it that way, and it doesn't pivot all the way there. You get to about there.
So it won't turn far enough for me to turn the light then.
Hit the one in the middle.
Nope.
Okay, then. Yeah. All right. So, Doza, will you go to the one in the middle?
This one there. And you shine it on it.
Yes.
We're heading for the corner or the one in the middle there?
The one in the middle there.
Okay.
Any clicking, anything?
Nope. It shines on it and illuminates it.
All right. All right, Doza, I'm going to go up to the next one in between those. No. Yeah. I'm going to go to the one down here. Just in front of where I am up against the wall. Yeah, there you go. Not that one. Nope, that one.
Okay. So you go there.
All right. Does it shine it at me?
Okay.
You turn it. Shines. No click.
All right. Now I am going to see if I can get that one to turn just enough. Or if it's not going to let me pivot again.
You pivot it just enough to where it goes up to this one.
All right, Doza, grab that one and see if you can get it to turn inwards.
So she moves up here. You try to turn it. And like it gets close, but it's off this way.
Hold up. All right. Goddamn geometry.
Can we skip the one that you're at?
And just refract it to the corner.
No. Here. All right. I'm going to go back to the one I was at.
Back to this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
And can I turn him completely around to face the one behind me?
The one here?
Yes. Will it
Um,
or no?
no, it doesn't turn that way.
Okay. Then I'm going to tell Caden to move the bowl so it shines up again. I'm going to run around back to the original one I was at.
Which was
Right next to Caden.
Okay.
I'm going to ask him to shine the bowl at me.
Okay, you shine it at you. Then what?
Now I'm going to go down to shit. No, that one's blocking my path. Damn it.
Going down to shit. Okay.
Yeah, well, I was going to have it shoot down to the one here next to the pillar.
Oh, the one here?
Nope. Next one over to, yeah, that one.
That one? Yeah, it doesn't move that way.
It doesn't. That's the reason I went, crap, it doesn't move that way.
Okay, stop.
Okay, so all of these only move in a very specific, they only have a certain range of motion except for the center. The center can spin in any direction, correct?
Okay,
Correct.
shine it to.
Okay.
Stop. Let me try. Shine it to the one that's directly. If one is to where the archway is.
So.
Oh, hold on. Let me try.
Just
Okay. The one to my left, directly up top on Doza's side. Nope. Next one up.
That one?
No.
Nope. In the
That
center.
one.
That one.
I
Okay.
want to shoot for the center one.
Well, yeah, you got to get Doze over there to move that one.
Or I can go over there and move this one. That one, I want to go for the one in the middle.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do turn it that direction.
I'm going to ask Doza to go to the one in the far corner.
That guy?
Since it's not in the corner, it's slightly offset, correct?
It is.
Shine it to that one. And ask Doza to see if she can turn it to the archway.
The only way it turns is this way.
Damn it.
I thought. Okay.
No, we're going to shoot back here.
Well, they not all of them. They only turn in a very specific. Each one only turns in a certain direction.
Okay, well, hold on.
Yeah, it's like illuminating this wall here that rose up.
Okay. What about I turn the center platform to shoot the next one back?
This guy?
No.
And yeah, the one right behind to his left.
This little guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Does it turn?
Now you're gonna see which way that one turns.
Yeah.
As it hits that, you hear a ding, almost like a wind chime sound.
Okay, so that's the first one.
So, where do you want to turn that?
Can I? I'm going to play it back and forth to see how far it can turn, how far the light can play.
All right, it can go, and you're kind of sweeping around like it hits that one, this one. Well, no, it doesn't hit that one because the light won't transfer, but it'll go back this way, go here, it'll go there. That's what you can think of.
I'll play it across each one to see if I hear a sound.
All right, so you sweep it around, and you finally hear that little wind chime as you hit this guy there.
All right, I'll run to that one and do the same thing. Just kind of pivot around until I hear a ding.
Okay, and it's pretty easy. It pivots down, and you hear a ding there.
All right, I'll go to that one and do the same thing, and we'll yell at Doza that it's like whatever you hear one on your side, make a ding. Pivot it around until you hear another one.
Okay.
Yep.
You make it go. That's a little big for my block, but you do manage to get it right up to there, and you do hear a ding on that one where before.
Go Bear.
Same instructions as before.
So I'm glad I could figure this tunnel out or this puzzle out for you.
Yeah.
As you go down, it goes through and hits that one. And there's a ding this time.
I'll run over to that one.
You run over to that one. And you hear one on that.
I'll run to the center and do the same.
Okay. Well, basically, through process of elimination, you managed to get it to do this one. And as you hit that one, this guy actually disappears.
Hey, Doza,
Okay.
get it.
All of them actually
Just running.
go down. And you hit that, and there's a loud bell sound, like almost like a church bell, just deafening in this.
Noises.
And then you hear more of that loud grinding noise.
Oh.
And your archway cracks open. And you see another one of those strange little green flames at the back of a corridor, kind of hidden in the shadows here.
Well, at least the light's shining straight down that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's lit up pretty well. And you can see kind of like a waist-high structure here, and on the lip of this structure is that green little flame.
Shall we? And if you would, Doza?
Finding traps.
All
Yes,
right, well, roll your check, or are you using your spell?
Just gonna do a check.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is that survival or perception? Not that it matters, I guess. They're the same mod.
Yeah, perception's fine.
18.
18, yeah, it's free and clear. You just see that little flickering flame, and you get a closer look at this and see like what almost looks like an old stone well at the end that this flame is flickering over.
Well, I don't like that.
And
Hell.
as you enter this tunnel, though, all the light goes out. You just hear
Get in.
the light goes out, and from behind you, you hear the clatter of metal as if hitting something else metal. Just this tink, 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 tink. And
Like bars?
like something small and metallic falling into, I don't know, something crazy like a big metal bowl.
Mm.
But it is now dark. Looking back behind you, if you'll roll a perception check.
Damn it.
23.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, you can see that bowl in the middle has gone back to being like set flat on its plinth, and
Aha.
you hear that
22.
noise and turn around in time to see something kind of silvery fall into it. Silvery metal.
10.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Caden goes, "What was that?" and draws a sword. So
Does
yeah,
it look like a small silver
yeah,
object?
something that would fit in the palm of your hand, perhaps.
Oh god, it's a silver key, a gold key, a bronze key. Here we go.
You think you're so smart.
I'm taking silver at these Olympics.
All right. So yeah, and you.
My name's not Link.
Doza could be. She's got a green cloak.
True.
All right. So
Get me a fairy guide. Navi.
you gonna go?
Eh,
Gonna go
Alright,
for
I
it?
guess we're gonna go grab the silver key out of the bowl.
Carefully.
Carefully, both of you.
Yeah,
Yes.
the two of us.
I will be rear guard. Gatlin is out and in hand.
Yeah,
As
the
you
two of us are gonna
approach
look
this-
into the bowl and be like, please be a silver key.
As you approach it, you do see a silver key in the bowl. And as you see that silver key in the bowl, you hear the rustling of something coming through this entrance, and it steps out. And with your low light, you can actually see this creature. It's kind of a hunched, gray and black skinned thing with this kind of tattered cloak draped over its hunched back and just over the top of its head. And it steps out into the room a little bit, and you notice like instead of any kind of recognizable face, it's just got these hollow black eyes and this huge, like, gaping mouth, almost as if like somebody had taken its lower jaw and just stretched it down like a foot.
I throw the javelin at it.
Can we just back up into the tunnel with the key?
I just want to look at Doze and go, do you want to just snatch the key, run for the well, and jump down it?
And let me read a little bit more.
Yeah. What do you say, Doza? Snatch the key and run for it?
That's the way I'm looking.
All right, let's go.
You guys step up to the bowl and you each take 5 necrotic damage.
Oh, fuck.
And it looks at Zuli. You lock eyes, just the voids where this eyes things should be. It's just, like I said, just black. Sorry, I'm going to add this in. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Just hear it.
It's not trying to charm me or anything, is it? Not trying to charm or frighten me, right?
Are you immune to those?
Yes, because I have counter charm. I no action required. Makes me resistant to charms and frightening.
Fine, but you just feel like this cold chill creep up your spine, like, you know, that old saying, like when you get goosebumps and shiver like somebody's walking over your grave sort of feeling.
Get it and go, get it and go, get it and go.
But you do take some damage still.
Yes. Can I snatch up the key and just...
Yeah, you snatch up the key as you feel... Jesus. As you feel... This gaze fall upon you, and that's going to be 21 points of psychic damage.
Oh, shit!
Oh, wait, no, never mind, sorry. I read that wrong. No, you don't take any damage, but you just can feel... You can feel this thing creeping up on you. You snatch the key, and Zuli, it is officially your turn.
Yeah, I am grabbing Doza by the arm, and we are backing the fuck up as part of our full movement.
So you grab it, full movement, running.
Yeah, with Doza's arm and just dragging her with me.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm giving her no option. I am dragging her back.
And it is Doza's turn as you're being drug along.
I'm gonna let myself be drugged. I'm gonna Hunter's mark it so that I know where it is and drop a bark skin on Zuli.
Okay. Bark skin, Hunter's marked. Caden, you can see this thing in the shadows up ahead, just within your vision, and it's like nothing you've ever seen before. But it's now looking at you specifically now that it's seen you in the distance, and it is your turn, Caden.
Well, I'm a little bit paranoid about meeting eye to eye with things now. So I will drop my gaze.
Okay.
You just gonna throw the javelin?
Y'all are jumping down the well, right?
Yeah, we're making our way back that way.
And I will step to the side and hold my attack.
Okay.
So they can, so if they wish to do it. Now, if it comes within striking distance of any of them, either I want to melee or use my range attack.
Okay.
Basically taking the protector roll.
Fair enough. All right. So it is its turn. And it's going to step up just a little bit. And it's intently looking at you, Caden.
Mm-hmm.
And that is... Oh, you're just outside of that. But I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
19 plus 5. 24.
A 24. Yeah. You feel just this awful feeling, like you feel like your chest is compressing in fear, like you're almost hyperventilating, but you manage to shake it off as this thing looks at you. And you did save, so I'm just gonna need to. So I'm going to give you half damage.
What type of damage?
Is going to be 11 points of necrotic damage.
I'm resistant.
Fuck. So you take 6. Damn it. And it is Zuli, your turn again, as this thing is just, you hear it this weird guttural from its throat.
All right, I'm gonna look at Julie and be like, "We making it for the well, or we standing and fighting? We have the key."
I'm afraid of the well, in all honesty. But I'm also, I guess I'm not too bad down. I'll take a few shots before we go.
That's the spirit. So Zuli, you're just going to jump in the well alone?
No. I wanted to know before I just grabbed her and drug her with me.
What do you do?
So we are going to notch our arrow and we are going to take a shot at this asshole.
All right. That's the spirit. Stay and fight. Don't be a coward.
Yeah, well, I wanted that key and to get the fuck away from him. 12.
12 does not hit. It's just you're still unnerved from feeling that gaze upon you earlier. Your hand's shaking as you aim your bow, and it just kind of goes wide. Do anything else? A bonus action?
I am going to hold it. Let me see how many I have left. I guess I will at second level. I am going to reach over and put my hands on both Caden and Doza.
Can you do a second level spell as a bonus action?
Oh crap! Hold up, let me see.
Yeah, because you did fire.
I can do it first level as a bonus. Ah, crap! I can't do it as a second level.
Like a cantrip or.
Yes, and this spell even says, it has to be an action to do it at second level or higher. Okay, then.
You cheater.
Damn it.
You can inspire, you can.
Yeah, I will give Caden inspiration.
Okay.
You'll have inspiration. Mark it on your.
D4 or D6?
Ah, shit. You would ask that shit.
While you figure that out, Doza, it is your turn, and you are bravely going to step up and shoot this thing, right?
Step up is a strong phrase.
Like maybe step up about 30 feet forward?
Nah, like maybe 1 5-foot step.
Away from it? Sure. Right there.
All right, so the first shot is a 27.
27 hits.
1d.
The second is an 18.
18 hits.
Nice.
So you can add that to your ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
$23 total damage.
23 total damage. All right. And you see, like, your arrows don't seem to, like, penetrate as much as you know they should. But you do manage to stick them into it.
Oh.
It just doesn't seem fair. You want to do anything else to
I sense a resistance.
it?
I don't have anything else.
Now you can jump down that well.
I'm gonna let Zuli go first.
That's the spirit. All right, Caden, you are up. This thing is
I
kind of hanging
will
back.
go ahead and close on this son of a bitch.
Okay. What's your total movement?
30.
30. So you can get right about there. It's a big room.
We will attack.
You got that javelin out ready?
Yep.
Okay.
8 plus 16 hit.
16 does hit.
Okay. So let's see. Do a DC dex save.
Dexterity save, huh? All right. That is only an 8, so I'm guessing
Nope.
he fails.
And I will roll for damage. 6 plus 4, that is 10. 5 and 1, 16 points of lightning damage.
All right. Is there any other damage with that?
No, it's just a lightning damage, straight up lightning.
Okay.
The javelin turns into a lightning bolt that's 5 foot wide to the target.
Gotcha. So you blast this thing with your javelin that turns into lightning, and the light, of course, like fills up this room. It's bright again for an instant, and as your eyes readjust to the dimness once it settles, this thing looks completely unscathed, and it's looking at you, and it looks like it has a permanent scream on its face, but you hear this horrible noise emanate from its gaping mouth that almost sounds like laughter.
Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
As a bonus action, I will go ahead and activate my Radiant Soul.
Ooh. All right. So that was your, what does that do?
And at the end of my turn, since my Radiant Soul is active, you take an additional 6 radiant damage.
6 radiant damage.
How high is the room? I've already done all my movement. Never mind.
Like maybe 15 feet high.
Okay.
Something like that. So that is everything there. And you also can feel like this icy grip on you, and you take 5 necrotic damage, but you're resistant, you said?
So 2.
So 2, yes. And this thing is focused on you, like intently. And it is going to, once again, look at you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw again.
12 plus 5, 17.
So you do pass. It's still going to be... That's, shit. That's only going to be like 4 points of necrotic damage to you because you're resistant and you passed, you asshole. All right. Zuli, you are up next.
So that was
All right.
5 points of damage plus another 4 points, so 9 total.
Yep.
Alrighty, give me one moment because unfortunately that one's not. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I am done with this asshat. I am going to use my the whole freaking D&D Beyond just went ape shit.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh crap. Yeah, like my spells are just doing this across the screen.
Oh, shit. Well,
Okay.
close it out and open it again. Try that.
Yeah.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
My Mantle of Majesty.
Okay, what does that do?
That means
Makes
that
her
I get to
fabulous.
the command spell against one creature,
Okay.
and it automatically fails its saving throws while I'm using Mantle of Majesty. So the command spell, you speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it.
Okay. So you shout out, what are you going to command it to do?
To stop.
You tell it to stop, and it laughs.
It's undead.
Baby.
I didn't want to use the spell slot, but I can use my mantle to let me know if that thing's undead or not.
Good call. I thought I was giving you a good enough hint with like it's intensely
I kind of
focused on
figured, but I'm
Caden.
like, just in case this thing isn't undead and it's something that's just, wearing a illusion to make us think it's undead.
Now the
Because I wouldn't not put that past you guys. Just saying, to screw with us.
now the radiant damage. How did that affect it?
I mean, it hurt it, but not terribly so.
Well, I mean, did it look like 6 points of radiant damage, or did it look like 3 points of radiant damage, or did it look like?
You
It
gave
took
it a hangnail.
it took the 6,
Okay.
but
You sound so bitter about it. It took this.
He forgot that I'm resistant against necrotic and
I
everything.
know. But I forgot about that. But I also was more worried about your fucking sword, so I found something nasty for you. Zuli, anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna look at those and be like, it's undead. I've got nothing to combat undead. Do you have anything to combat undead?
I wish I had my card because I can't remember if I made them a favorite enemy or not.
Oh, I don't remember either.
Fuck you, Brian.
I didn't even think about that. Fucking Rangers.
Oh, come on, God. Don't be bitter.
If only Lily were here to help in this.
Because if not,
Other than that, I don't really have anything. Mine's all
if not, I say we
poking
just
holes and shit.
Yeah, I say we just make a run for the well, and because I've got nothing. I've got nothing to combat undead.
Otherwise, I've got protection from evil and good, but I don't ever remember that being useful for anything.
Same. That's why I didn't prepare it.
It's evil.
Yeah, it's evil.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't prepare it because that spell's like useless for anything else. And then of course the one fucking thing that we need it for walks into the fucking room.
Yep.
Damn you, God! Damn you!
So I guess we'll start backing towards. Well, I say we. I will start.
Yeah, both
backing
of us.
my way to the entrance. Yeah.
Yeah, technically it's still her
Consolidating.
turn, but if that's going to be your turn as well, you guys move.
Yeah, because we're still like holding on to each other, going fuck.
Yeah, do you want to try to shoot it or anything, Doza, since it's just your move?
Yeah.
Away.
I'll take a couple. So the first is 18.
Hit.
The second is 19.
Hit.
5. Gosh. Well, those were crappy damage rolls because that's 13 total.
Okay. So, got that. Oh, where's my help? Yeah, just not doing as much as you think it should. And Caden, luckily you are up. But I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck! Get your ass back here to us.
10.
Ooh. 10, you say?
We were just yelling at him to get his ass back here.
$19 points of psychic damage to you.
God damn.
Is that because I'm so close to it?
It's looking at you and you're within range.
Mm-hmm.
And you can carry on with your turn. You're just similar to the basilisk when you're looking at this thing and it's looking back at you. It's bad news.
I will go ahead and fly towards my companions.
Okay. Whoosh.
Yeah.
And do a dash movement and help them into the hole.
You just scoop them up in each arm, throw them down
And then
the
we're
well.
all three just diving into the
Dazzle
well.
squawks like, whoa!
And you can hear just this guttural howl behind you as you escape from this creature. And as you fall down this well, it is pitch black. Like even with your low light vision.
Oh no, I'm fucking. My eyes are glowing. I'm lighting us up.
Yeah, you'd think.
Oh,
It's still pitch black. You
No.
feel like you're falling, even though you were just flying. You just feel motion. You don't know how far or for how long, but you're falling into this kind of infinite blackness. Seems to go on for hours until like you just wake up and you can hear birds chirping. You feel cool grass underneath you as you wake up on what appears to be it looks almost like a jungle.
Are my wings gone?
Yep, time has passed, but you don't know for how long.
what?
Hmm.
God.
It's been
Oh.
longer than a minute, I can tell you that.
And no, this will not count as a rest.
Damn it.
Back.
But yeah, you start to get to your feet and you look around you and you just see like dense plant life around you. It's warm, it's hot, and it's kind of humid. And you can hear birds chirping. You hear animals and insects around you, but it doesn't sound quite like the swamp. You also hear the sound of like running water, like maybe a roar from a waterfall.
I need to rest.
Where in the nine hells are we now?
That thing hurt me.
Yes, I know. Why in the hell do you think I told you to get your ass back to us? Yeah, we're all just gonna sit where we are and I guess take a short rest.
All right, yeah,
I agree.
I'll allow a short rest.
Yeah, just for us to kind of look around, see where we are.
Okay. Yeah, it's strange. Like, and you look around you and you see like you're. Well, make some perception checks, and I'll tell you what you
All
see.
right, I'll make a perception check.
19.
Okay.
$12.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
still just disoriented and kind of like woozy from whatever that was. But
15.
15. Yeah. Well, we'll go with dozes because she knows a rainforest when she sees it. Knowing woodlands, like this is strange. You also notice the plant life looks weird. It doesn't look like anything you've seen. It almost looks older. Like something that you've seen maybe like in fossils, for instance. And looking through this foliage, you do hear the sound of, like I said, like water running and and the sound of a waterfall somewhere up ahead.
The player is excited. The character is not.
And as you look around you, you're still in a cavern. You notice a huge rock wall raising up along the edge here. But this side, it's still encompassed within a rock wall, but part of it has bright sunlight high up through a hole in the rocks, piercing through. And you look down and see basically a cliff face right at the edge there. And you get the impression that that's where the waterfall's running to.
So, does anybody see a keyhole?
No.
You guys
We
rest,
have
you
a
take
gold
stock.
key and a silver key, and we have absolutely no clue what either of them go to.
0 ideas.
0 ideas.
Ugh. This is the worst vision quest ever.
Agreed.
I haven't met my spirit animal. Things undead everywhere. Fucking slugs dropping from the ceiling.
I thought there was a duck earlier.
No, I told her to not.
That was your spirit animal.
That was not
That's
my
my spirit animal. She announced it. It's my Patronus.
Hey, that duck was pretty badass for the barbarian.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
dense jungle foliage.
Oh.
If I survival check for footprints, maybe?
For food prints?
Footprints?
The food prints.
Not food.
If it's walking around, you can kill it. It's food.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
catch a burger on the run.
If you would like to do so, you may.
That's a 21.
21. Like you're looking through
Blackjack.
the grass and trying to peer through the undergrowth. Like you guys are still kind of in one spot. Have you just started to move through it yet, or?
No, we're just
Yeah.
kind of looking around.
Yeah,
We don't know which
looking around you-
direction to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right around you, you don't see any tracks. Like it just looks like untouched where you're currently at. And it's hard to say. Like there's a lot of like leaves and other things on the jungle floor.
Tetris.
And I no longer have my beautiful fucking javelin.
Was that gone?
I threw it.
Oh, and you didn't go back and get it.
Oh,
He threw it and he didn't retrieve it before he came and got us.
We got
shame,
swooped.
Shame, shame.
And that thing did so much damage. And
I was so excited about that when I read it.
fuck you.
Let's hope this is a dream.
Yeah, damn you guys. I really do not want him to be without that thing.
Yeah. So looking around, like you do see that cliff face to your north, like the cliff goes down, like you're at the top of it. And then you just see jungle ahead of you, the sound of a waterfall and a river to the east that way.
All right. I guess, should we go to the edge and see what we can see?
Off to see the wizard.
The wonderful
wonderful
wizard.
Wizard of So you move around and you peer out the edge of this cliff, and just hundreds of feet below you is this vast lake. Like it's way down there, and you can tell that like further down it widens out beneath this. Like this is the other end of this cave. There's light coming in up here, but the cavern like opens out, so there's a huge body of water down there, and you do see like what appears to be a tiny little island way down below, but it's, like I said, hundreds of feet down, and this waterfall cascading into it.
Anybody for cliff diving?
I lost my cheat for skydiving about a minute ago.
However long we were falling. Until we all passed out and magically woke up here again. I'm really getting tired of this passing out and waking up in other places.
Same.
I'm killing that lizard when we get back.
If we get back.
You guys are so high.
Let's go explore the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
Got jungle fever.
Oh.
So, you guys start to push your way through the foliage, maybe hacking through some plants, trying to go quietly, I assume.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dos is just tramping through there. La, la, la,
I can't give no fucks anymore. Oh, really? So we're Smurfs? Great.
You can hear like small animal life scurrying through the underbrush, and you get
of unusual size.
you get to this kind of river. Like it's swiftly moving and looking to the south where it comes down through the cave wall. It's definitely flowing out from another like crevice in the rock that you couldn't squeeze through, but it's quickly moving, but it's not very deep. And then it stretches out to a waterfall that descends through the cliff. And Doza, who was looking for tracks earlier, does see one.
Just one?
Just one in the mud.
I found a track.
Looks something like that.
Oh, fuck, it's a dinosaur.
It's a T-Rex. We're all gonna die.
It's a dinosaur. Fucking dinosaur.
So yeah, it's
Fucking dinosaur.
this strange track, like you've never seen anything quite like it.
Oh my god.
And then
Goes on the leg, so she's bleeding and gimping behind us.
Oh my god.
you do
Yeah,
see
let's maim the ranger. What the hell?
Yeah.
you do see
No.
through gaps in the branches and plants and ferns and shit. Like you can just make out the entrance to a very big cave at the other end.
Oh, this does not bode well.
I'm nervous.
Same.
Great. Oh. Does anybody else feel like just laying down and saying fuck it all?
You drown yourself in the river.
2 inches of water that is the river. Oh.
How wide is it?
The river?
The water is wide. You cannot get over.
It's like 5 to 10 feet in places, but it's not very deep. Like it's moving quick, but it's only like ankle deep.
I'll go ahead and cross it.
You cross the river. Congratulations, you forded the river. You didn't break an axle and you lost none of your oxen.
But you did die of dysentery.
Yes, that is happening. Hope you brought some spare yokes. Everybody else going across as well, or
Yeah, we're gonna follow.
Yep. Gotta.
you guys step through? Zoli gets swept off the cliff. It's just so light. So you get closer and closer to this cave, as it's the only point of interest that you can see, and you can hear.
Not like we really want to, but we really don't have a choice.
You can hear loud breaths coming at a nice even pace, but very slowly, as if something very large is.
Julie, wake up! Don't sleep.
So
I guess, Doza, do you think you and I should take each side of the cave?
I'll just stay back here. You ladies check it out.
No.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, no, because if we're on the sides of it, it can't see us. Like, if he's in the middle and the two of us spread out, so that way we're not all three walking towards the center of the cave.
you can also stealth to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, her and I, like, sneaky up to the edges.
Just remember, I have disadvantage. Still.
That's what I'm saying. You
wait.
stay.
I
Caden's
can-
gonna stay there.
I will plop my second level spell into Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh, plus 10 to stealth, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So If Caden's going to stay, though, he doesn't have to roll, but he can if he wants to move up there. Everybody else rolls stealth if you're going to examine.
15 and a 8. So I will be at a non-natural 20.
Okay, yeah, stealthy enough.
8, 6. So with the pass without a trace, it's 24.
Okay.
32.
Nice. Yeah, you guys managed
We
to
did
sneak
it!
up
Hooray!
to where you
Well,
can
I figure,
peer.
yeah, if her and I are on the two edges of the cave, we can just kind of like look in.
Yeah, you look inside, and what you see is a very, very big head, eyes closed, fast asleep, jagged teeth in this.
Oh, it
in
is
its
a
mouth.
sharp tooth.
And it's a big creature. You can see it.
Is
even
it
curled up.
fuzzy? Is it at least cuddly, like furry, like you want to pet it, or is it like scaly, like a sharp tooth?
Scaly and like you've heard of dragons, but this definitely isn't one of those. And it's about 40 feet long, very heavy, very big. And make a perception check.
Fucking sharp tooth.
I didn't do well. That's a 10.
10.
I'm not going to even mention mine.
There's something sticking out from between its teeth.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck. Is it
Okay.
copper color?
You don't know.
Oh, God. Damn it.
You're just kind of shaken by how big this thing and how alien it looks to you. Like,
Oh.
it's very intimidating, but you do see something between its teeth, and it's just snoring soundly.
Baba, where is my...
If we all go for its eyes.
Maybe if we tickle it.
Yes, let's tickle its spinal column with sharp objects.
No, I was going to say I can use invisibility on one of us, and that way that person can just sneak in.
I am no one.
What?
It's the Cyclops thing.
I was just making sure I heard you right.
Odysseus.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
tells Cyclops he's no one. Nobody stabbed me.
Wait, did you just... Yes, you did. Because if Doza or myself, either one of us, is invisible, we could sneak in, slowly get whatever the hell that is out between its teeth, and sneak the fuck out.
Sure.
All right, Doza, you want to or me?
I have a +6 to stealth.
Plus your passive.
I would say hidden in the
Yeah,
grass.
you are a no. Yeah, I only have a +3, so you are it. So you are invisible.
All right, so I'm going to go try and thieve it. I'm going to Bilbo this. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, what do you want me to roll, Brian?
First your stealth check,
Okay.
and then your sleight of hand.
Come on, Bagginsons.
That's a 24 for stealth.
Yeah, you get right up to this thing. You can feel its hot breath as it snores away.
Don't
Right,
wake
come
up,
on.
Smaug.
And a 18 to sleight of the hand.
You get down up to its mouth very cautiously, and you can see the skeletal arm with a little bit of like tattered green scaly flesh of some kind of creature. It is an arm with a hand on the end, and it is holding an iron key in that hand. And you yank the whole thing out of its mouth, or you just pry open the hand. What do you want to do?
Does it appear to be like a stiffly closed hand, or can I just kind of...
It's stiffly closed, as if like it was clutching this thing out of fear when it was devoured by this strange beast.
I guess yeah, maybe getting the whole hand would be better.
If it seems like
I
that's
mean,
a better slip than the hand, then yeah, I'll just...
Okay.
We're just flossing for him.
If it seems like it would be better.
You yank this thing from between the teeth of this creature, and the big yellow eye opens and it kind of shakes its head, looking around for whatever that might have been and sniffing the air as it begins to stand.
And this girl nopes out of there.
All right.
Yeah, you're invisible, and anything you anything
You're
invisible.
You fuck right off out of there.
13 on the die plus 16.
Yeah, you managed to sneak back. Zuli, you're still by the entrance there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back up around the edge of it.
You're not gonna spray that lavender perfume you bought in Holmford, maybe for like, oh man, I reek. What's she doing in there? Psst, psst. Would it get a good whiff of you? No, that's not what you're gonna do.
You could spray the dinosaur.
Right in the eye, and it starts to. You hear just the big, thunderous step of this thing shaking the ground as it starts to emerge a little from the cave. So you're gonna move.
No, I'm backed up around the edge of the cave. Yeah.
Okay.
Pass without a trace. I just as I hear her like moving, even though I can't see her, I'm backing away.
Well, I was very saddened to not be able to find one of my old T-Rex toys anywhere. So
God damn it.
I was super bummed, and I didn't have a chance to go somewhere to get one.
It has a big head and little arms.
It starts to look around, and it's kind of shaking the sleep out of its eyes.
Nobody move. Does anybody have a flare?
Yep. I look at Caden and I mime. Well, I guess I'm invisible, but I would mime a bow.
You start to hear little chirps and growls from across the stream.
Does it have babies?
Make a perception check that away.
Fuck, oh goddamn raptors.
15?
15? Yeah. Coming out of the trees and scampering through the growth, kind of sniffing your footprints a little bit. You see these little, they're tiny, but they're little lizard things with nasty ass claws kind of coming out of the growth, looking around intently for you.
Oh god, raptors.
And they're just kind of skittering to and fro, but they seem to have lost your scent in the river for now. But for how long?
All right.
Oh, yeah, and there's a lot of them, by the way.
I'm just fuck this shit.
And this T-Rex is
run for the cliff.
You shout, run for the cliff. And are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right.
I am cliff diving, baby.
Zuli throws herself off the edge of the cliff.
I'm doing a swan dive into.
And as you do, like this thing sees you and it takes a couple steps forward, lets out this roar.
And that's what I'm hoping, that it will come after me as I jump, since I was the closest, to give them time to run.
All right, yeah. So Caden, Doza, you see her just bounce.
Yeah, I just tell y'all to run for the cliff, and I'm like trying to get this thing to come after me.
Yep, and it's moving towards her. It hasn't noticed you guys yet, especially Doza being invisible.
I guess I follow. I'm gonna be like, what the? Oh shit!
All right, so you run and you leap.
All we can do. Oh. Apparently, the camera's going with us.
Yeah, it got caught on my mic. Caden,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, you guys dash, you leap, and it's like the biggest leap of faith you've ever made.
Yeah, I just straight up just swan dive. We are trying to be Olympic champions.
Yeah, I'm talking like hundreds of feet. Like
Greatest leap of fear I've ever made.
Your lungs hurt from screaming, and you just managed to get a deep breath before you hit the water. And
nobody do a belly flop.
Yeah, like let's.
We just put every cliff diver on YouTube to shame.
Yeah, well, I just rolled a couple d10 because I don't want to calculate that, but you'll take 10 bludgeoning damage each as you splash into this icy cold.
Even though we're all in divers form and everything.
It's hundreds of feet. I think I said that.
But I'm invisible.
Yeah, so they see a splash, but they don't see you, and you guys splash down, pretty far under the water. Just the force of gravity pulling you under as you hit there. Looking down, you see the depths of this as it descends into darkness. You can't see the bottom. You do see something stir far down below.
Fuck!
And if you thought that T-Rex was big, this
Do
thing...
not tell me you just pulled out the goddamn Kraken.
This thing is bigger. And you can't quite make out anything except that it just seems to be very round. As you kick and reach the surface, taking a huge breath and looking up high, you can barely make out the T-Rex high on the cliff above you, roaring as a banner flies across in front of it.
Do we see shoreline anywhere?
You see the cliff, which is very sheer, and you see that little island about it's about 30 feet from invisible Doza.
I saw the cliff.
I am making for the little island because
we don't see any other shoreline anywhere.
Because I'm in fucking armor.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're trying really hard just to keep up, keep your buoyancy. So you're just kicking for all your worth. And does anybody want to make a perception check as you're swimming?
Yeah, because I'm looking around for everything.
Basically, I'm dashed before the island.
Yeah, you're making.
I'm gonna backstroke though.
Yeah, So what's your perception check?
12.
Yeah, you managed to as you're swimming, you look down into the depths again and just see this enormous domed shape. And you can just make out a enormous beaked head as it is slowly swimming up, kind of roused from the commotion of the splashes.
Can't like it. Don't like the beaked head.
And
Kraken, really?
The water warms up and little brown things float past us.
and
well,
you managed
that's me, because I'm the only one swimming behind you.
You managed to reach this little island, and it's just like a rock jutting out, but it's about 40 feet around, and it's just kind of like a stone, specifically built. There's a domed stone structure, and you see a very welcome open doorway on it. So you guys pull yourself up and get in there. Here's the door.
I think that's almost what scared me.
You go inside and you see that there is a wooden door attached to it, but it is wide open. And as you get in there, you turn around, and what looks to be the biggest fucking gnarliest goddamn turtle you've ever seen in your entire life has surfaced behind you. The wake of it breaching the waves kind of sweeps in as water starts to rush towards the island that you guys are now on, and you dash inside and slam this heavy oak door, barring it from the inside.
Great.
And
that is the great turtle upon whom the world rides on.
And it's just turtles all the way down.
Yeah.
As
world on the back of 4 elephants on the back of the great turtle.
As the water kind of rushes towards you, you hear the waves break, but then it's followed by this massive boom as something heavy hits the outside of this dome wall. And the ceiling is about 20 feet high. In the center of the room is a little 5-foot dais with a chest sitting on it with a silver lock upon the lid. Behind that is a pair of huge rusted iron doors with a chain and a very, very rusty lock.
That's made out of iron?
Yep. Hanging from the ceiling I'll just make a little squiggle so you know. Hanging from the ceiling above the chest, about 5 feet above it, you see the end of a rope. Following that rope upwards, you see that it is attached to the roof of this dome structure, and the keystone at the top of the dome is made of gold and appears to have a small little hole next to where the rope is attached.
All right.
We each have a key.
I suppose there's an order to it.
Boom! The door is rattling in its hinges. The very walls of this dome structure kind of rattle and shake, and more water seems to rush inside.
Okay, question.
And we're going to go in an initiative order for this, but I would like a perception check before we start.
Okay. 'Cause I'm like, I have an idea, but
3.
15.
15.
Fitting that the elves would see it, but inscribed, like etched into that rusty iron door, you make out writing up there, and it is actually in Sylvan. Caden's just busy like holding the door.
All right.
And
So what's it say?
let me find where I wrote it. So the inscription reads, 1 iron, 1 silver, 1 gold. Fear, greed, resignation, choose wisely. And as you're reading this, that slam just happened. Water is raising up into this room at a rapid rate, almost as if the very lake outside was rising.
Shit. Fear, greed, resignation, choose wisely. So there's only one that we can open.
What do you do? Doza, you're up first.
Well, I don't do good with puzzles.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we can still talk while we're.
You can still talk.
So do we
we
think
can still talk to each other while we're in our turns?
Greed is the chest.
gold?
Greed is gold.
Is it?
Resignation will be iron.
That's what I thought, and then silver would be fear. But
But the silver lock is on a chest.
well, I'm definitely afraid.
But does anybody have a fear of heights where they don't want to climb up?
Boom from outside.
Should we just resign ourselves to getting the fuck out of here and go through whatever the iron was?
Why don't we all go with what key we have?
And do all 3 at once?
Yeah.
Can. That was going to be my first intuition until we read the fucking door.
The water is up to your ankles.
All right. I have a silver key. Bear, you have the gold key?
I have iron.
All right.
you
You
two go-
take the door. I'll take the chest. You're happy butts climbing.
Y'all hold your action until I get up there and turn the key.
Okay, so we'll just kind of skip that one.
I am readying my action to
Same.
unlock that door.
Same.
There. And here, Caden is climbing this rope, and it's a good thing you are because that water is now about 5 feet deep. And this thing slams into the outside again, and you just hear shit shifting like stones. The door is starting to splinter as more water is just like seeping in through every crack and crevice of this place.
Climb a little faster.
Since I'm climbing up the rope, I rolled an athletics, which is a 7 plus 18, so 25.
Yeah, you scamper right up there.
On 3, 1.
Yeah,
2.
the water is getting up to like 10 feet, so it's
Yeah.
over the lip of the dais. You're clutching to his chest.
All right. All of us put our keys in, and we wait for him to
all of
count to
you
3.
all of you make a dexterity check for me.
God.
18.
16.
17.
Well,
16, 17, 18.
I'll be goddamned. Caden, you're just a little bit quicker getting your key in. You fit the gold key into this keystone up above. right as another slam takes place that blows open the door and water begins to fill this place, sweeping your friends upwards with the rush of it. You manage to grab hold of them as you look up, seeing the roof fall away, and you just see this beaked, gaping maw descending from above.
And I cast Speak with Animals and say, no! Bad, bad, bad!
Bad turtle!
And there's just
Or
darkness.
sorry, bad turtle. He's in water.
So, you wake up.
Fuck.
God.
You see just the first rays of sunlight trickling through the entrance of a tunnel. Hovering over you is that old Lizardfolk dude.
Oh, you're dying.
And he says, I knew.
Pretend I'm a giant fucking turtle. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, Sorav is his name. He says, I knew.
I engulf Sword.
Like a gelatinous cube.
That's right.
He pulls you to your feet and he says, drink, drink. And he hands you each water skins and he says, I knew you could do it. I had
Yeah, well,
faith in
apparently
you.
we
You
didn't
are
do it
stronger."
right.
Actually, with his dexterity check, he got it exactly fucking right.
Really?
Yep.
So the two of us were just under?
Yep.
Holy fuck!
And he says, I watched your plight and you did quite well. It's different for everyone who goes in, but I hadn't seen anything quite like that.
And you never will again.
Yeah, us running for our lives. That's something great to watch.
Says it is interesting that you three were paired together, and not all five of you. Your friends, they're still within the dream. And you look over and see Lily and Zella, and you can see their eyelids moving as they dream away.
Knowing that Zella is witch touched, now I'm a little suspicious of Lily.
A little interesting, isn't it? Says,
Poor little one.
rest, recover your strength while we wait.
I look and see if I've got my lightning javelin.
You do.
He's marking it back on his sheet. He was so
In fact,
upset. He thought he had really lost it.
In fact, you are also like fully healed as if you had a long rest.
Fantastic. Erasing all this gosh blood damage.
I knew as soon as you spoke with me and saved us that there was potential in all of you. How do you feel quickly? And you feel really good. So first up, we're going to talk a little reward here.
Ooh.
So this is going to be for Zuli. You have unlocked a racial feat. So I'm going to send that through Messenger.
You unlocked a racist feat.
Racist feat.
You now hate dwarves.
Yes.
Yeah. Racial.
So you have Fey teleportation as a feat.
That's fancy.
You sent it to me, Brian.
I send it to everybody.
Oh, my bad.
Doza. The next one's for you. Elven accuracy.
Ooh.
And Caden, you kind of got the shit end of the deal because it didn't have anything for Asimar, but I'm counting you as human is kind of closest. You gain prodigy. Like just something mentally, like your mind just feels sharper. You feel more in tune with yourself. And you feel renewed and reinvigorated. as you watch dawn slowly rise over the swamps of the Blightmoor.
Can I say my sword so I can get a double proficiency bonus on that?
Nope. Has to be skill. Like I was looking for something that would be good for you, and there just really wasn't anything that wouldn't make you like OP as shit. So I was like, okay, at least I can give you this to where any of your skill, like anything you're not proficient in currently, like you can at least boost up for like saves and shit like that.
I will choose another language.
Okay.
I know Common, Celestial, Infernal, and Elvish right now.
Okay.
What's another language that would be useful?
Yeah, you and I both have Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Infernal. Boo, 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 boo.
And there's always
I am not sure.
Let's see.
I am not sure at all.
Gosh, I hope I remember this because it's pretty freaking sweet.
Find the languages here.
I will, let's see. I'll become proficient in Arcana checks. So it'll turn out, get a +4 to that now.
Oh, why won't it let me put it in here?
Yeah, I wasn't sure how it would work with apps and D&D Beyond. If it would allow it, but at least keep those
Yeah,
like
what is
saved
this?
so you got that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out of Xanthar's guide. If that helps.
Give me Xanthar. Thank you.
So let's see. Standard languages: Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Orc. Exotic languages: Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, Deep.
I'll do Abyssal.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have Infernal, so Abyssal would probably.
How do you spell Abyssal?
ABYSSAL.
You can add that to your thing.
Abyssal.
So now you talk to demons.
Yes, because Infernal lets us talk to what is it? Underdark.
Devils. Devils is infernal. Demons are
denizens.
abyssal.
Okay.
And tieflings.
Deep speech is the speech of mind players and beholders. Undercommon is the underdark one.
Oh, okay. Undercommon.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm trying to find where is Fey teleportation.
I'm not sure. It should be under feats somewhere, like racial feats, and it should be listed under Xanthar's. But I wasn't sure how that would implement with D&D Beyond. But either way.
Yeah, because I can add it. I just gotta find it so I can add it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to send you the picture of it so you'd have that handy as well. So you can reference. But I was trying to think, I was like, man, I don't want you guys to like get far ahead on XP like any further than normal. Just in case like I don't get a chance to run with Zella and Lily. Because I'd like them to have their own little journey.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what theirs is going to be.
Yeah, and I didn't want to give you any more fucking loot because that always backfires on me. So I was like, you know.
Well, that only backfires whenever you give it to him.
Yeah. And then it's usually a cursed weapon.
Yes.
That he ends up being able to use flawlessly and has no problem with.
Makes best friends with.
So, so I figured I was like, some feats would be good. Like give you a chance to have some more cool character shit. So yes, I hope that was enjoyable. I kind of wrote it like really fast, so.
The end scared the crap out of me, though. Like, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
That was the point.